But as far as news this week, some of the big areas that we're talking about are around Palo Alto. And yes, Palo Alto just patching some more 0 days here. So there's been a couple of releases from Palo Alto this week around 3 CVEs, all above 9. So we can see here, we see one that's CVSS 9.3, and then there's another additional 2 that are a 9.9 and a 9.2. So bad week for Palo Alto. They put out a advisory this week about active exploitation on the Palo Alto firewalls. It was added to the CISA KEV list. There we go, got it, on the 18th of November. And it is just, there's just web shells getting popped left and right. While there are 3 CVEs called out over the past week, it's really 2 of them that are being chained together to gain admin access on the firewalls and on the devices. I want to call out here, so if we remember how CVEs are named, it is CVE and then the year, and then what number CVE it is for that year. So in this case, this means that this was the 12th CVE issued in 2024. So that means that this CVE was issued sometime in January of this year, but for whatever reason, it's now being exploited in the wild. If that CVE was issued in January of this year, that means that Palo Alto knew about it. Maybe they didn't fully investigate what it was or what was actually going on with it, but it was released, it was identified in the beginning of the year, and it is now, as you can see in the Stark Reading article, being referred to as fresh threat activity. So there's been a little bit of back and forth on this CVE. It originally, I believe, came out as an informational, and then there was talk about it being a little bit more than just an informational. We do know now that it is a critical issue, the CVE 2024-0012, a CVE of 9.3. The thing is that this is a remote command injection vulnerability. So it doesn't necessarily give you admin access just by executing this RCE. But what happens is that when you combine it with an additional issue, a privilege escalation vulnerability, it then allows for admin access on the Palo Alto device. So Palo Alto has released a write-up here, not a write-up, but an advisory